Well, it looks like we're back here again.
Sounds great.
Number two.
New
Get it in the
technology,
books.
which I appreciate. Thank you for doing all that.
Yep. Got some microphones, so hopefully the audio is a little bit better, and got the phone on a tripod, so hopefully everybody can see us a little bit better than last time. Hopefully.
All we can do is keep improving, just for you folks out there and
That's right.
The universe.
Mm-hmm.
So welcome to another episode of Beards.
Yep. Bourbon and bullshit. Yes. Yep. And good evening, sir.
Good evening. Seems like it's been kind of a crazy, busy day.
Oh, man, it's been nuts. Today's tri-tip has been...
Yeah, so first we'll mention, obviously, again, our sponsors, Pine Bluff Distilling, who are allowing us to film in their amazing barrel room. And this time we have the Fuck Cancer Straight Rye Bourbon Barrel Strength. If you haven't tried it, you may not be able to get it because this stuff has been selling like hotcakes. So just like all their other products, it's hard to get a hold of. But if you can get a hold of it, pretty amazing.
Absolutely. Here, let's go ahead and
give
it a little... Yep.
Oh,
delicious.
Delicious, and that does not mess around. And what 50%. So what is that? 100 proof? 110 proof?
Is it just a flat 50? It should be. That'd be 100. Yeah, 100, 110, somewhere right in there.
110.
Either way, it's not playing.
It is not messing around.
No.
Good stuff.
No.
So again, I mean, from a content standpoint, it's been kind of a crazy day. I mean, I think from it's kind of like one of those hard subject days. So literally, we got Fuck Cancer. That's one of the ones. One of the amazing owners of Pine Bluffs Distilling is going through a little bit of a cancer bout.
Correct.
A little bit of a scare. She's tough. Family's tough.
Oh, absolutely.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
We're not too worried about it.
Nope, not worried about that at all.
Do you have any cancer-related things in your neck of the woods?
I do not. Not a single one. Nope.
Sadly, I have to say, both grandmother, biological mom,
really,
just don't really talk about it too much, but I think it's one of those things that I think, again, seems like cancer affects so many folks out there.
Oh, absolutely. It's probably one thing that should actually be talked about more than what it really is.
Yeah. Definitely. And then, of course, my friend here, Mr. Storm, has been cutting tri-tip for seems like 7 hours
it
straight.
Felt like it, yeah.
Again, he's a grip strength guy, so it was like no problem for him. He was just slicing that stuff like it was nothing.
Yes.
Even if it's a dull knife, he makes it cut. But again, what we're here for is it's a pretty amazing Pine Bluffs Distilling, Harding Ranch, a whole bunch of other partners come together and they do a fundraising. So we're here on the day that they're doing a fundraising, and the fundraising this week was for both the Cole Foundation and the Jay Boots Foundation, which really tries to talk about suicide, which is, again, one of those other difficult
things
topics,
to talk about. Yes,
difficult things to talk about. I hope folks out there in the interwebs, again, at the end of the day, there's a lot of resources to help you if you're ever in a spot like that. And again, nothing is ever so difficult that you can't find resources to realize how important your life is.
And never think something's too small to talk about.
Oh, heck no.
If you're having a hard time with something, reach out to somebody you love or even a really good friend. Like, hey, I really need to talk about a few things.
I mean, you're talking to two big tough guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we still talk out. I mean,
you have to.
In today's day and age, I mean, there's so many different stressors, but again, nothing is so big that your life isn't important.
Absolutely.
I think that's just critical. So again, two big subjects, but I really hope folks out in the universe realize that, again, just talk to somebody.
Absolutely, yeah.
You'd be surprised how many friends and how many resources and how many folks are out there to help you out in a bad spot.
Yep. Yeah, you have to be able to open up about things, and unfortunately, we know what happens when you can't, when you feel like you can't, or you don't.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, no matter who you are, no matter how big tough you are, there's some things you think you can't tell anybody.
I agree.
And a lot of times, all it takes is opening your mouth to say something.
And I think the biggest thing is no one knows what struggles folks are going through. So check in with your friends.
For sure, yes.
I mean, there isn't a day that goes by that I don't just check in with family, friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the simplest thing to say, hey, how's the day going today?
Yep.
And you'd be surprised in today's busy rat race, going crazy, everything under the sun. You never find time for anything. That quick phone call to a friend to just say, hey, how's your day going?
Absolutely, yes.
It just never hurts.
Yeah, check in. Even shoot a text, or you step one up, stop by, shake their hand, give them a hug.
Again.
I mean, it doesn't. Sometimes we all need that hug, to be honest. Everybody needs a hug.
Heck yeah.
I'm
all about hugs. Better than drugs.
No, hey, there you go. Absolutely.
So we were talking earlier. I'm changing. I'm going more for positive.
Do it. Yeah.
I try to stay on like that sad stuff.
Agreed.
It's a little wild. So both of us, we have some lovely kids in our life, which is pretty cool. I was impressed though. So Mr. Storm here, lovely daughters. But the cool part is they got wife's loveliness, but Mr. Storm's strength. And that's like a triple threat. That's pretty cool. Although I feel bad for you because you're gonna have to be careful as dating life goes on, and then talented. So I mean, I think youngest daughter, came up with some of our fancy stuff for the
middle daughter,
the graphics.
Cadence, yes. Yep,
okay,
Cadence did. Yep.
Again, talent.
She's the reason that the profile picture on YouTube is what it is. Yeah. That was all her.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but you better be careful.
I agree with that. 100%. I agree with that.
I try to guard Katie. So my daughter, she actually works here at Pine Bluffs Distilling. Same thing. She feels like a triple threat, and I'm like, I'm not sure I work out enough for this kind of stuff. I don't know if I get. She's I think she's dating a guy from Canada, so I got to be a little careful of that since we're making enemies with those folks. Yeah. So
all right.
Seems like a good dude, but we'll check it out.
All right, I got you. Well, I'm from Michigan originally, so.
Well, there you go.
If you need any Canuckistan understood, I got you.
Well, I figure between all of my strongman friends, if there's ever any issue that I'm good.
For sure, we got you.
And then her godfather's a Samoan guy.
Ooh, there you go.
Not messing around.
I like it.
I think we can take care of business.
I like it. It's fine. So let's talk about this tri-tip we just got done kind of referencing a little bit. Today Pine Bluffs Distilling cooked over 146 pounds of tri-tip for this.
146 pounds. That's insane. Dude, no wonder why your forearms are insane.
I know, right? Like you get done at the table, you feel like the hunchback in Notre Dame.
I will say, phenomenal.
Oh yeah, they did a great job cooking.
I can't remember what style it was.
Santa Maria grill. So it's an open grill, an open face grill. It's like a flat rack with diamond plate grating. A lot of folks that are going to listen to our channel knows what a diamond grate plating is. Yeah. And then there's the wood fire underneath, and then it's all from that grill originated out of Santa Maria, California, actually.
The crazy part is I didn't realize that. I was trying to figure out. I'm like, I've never heard of that before in my life. And same thing that you're telling me. And Chad Brown, owner of Pine Bluff Distilling, was telling me the same thing. Kind of originated that tri-tip cut and and how it's grilled on that open flame. Traditionally, kind of served with those beans and the salad. I'm like, never in my life. I kind of thought I was a little bit cultured, but obviously I am not. I got to work on my history a little bit. But phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
So if you ever get a chance, get a side beef at a Harding Ranch. I mean, you might as well.
Harding Ranch, absolutely. They those tri-tips were absolutely delicious.
Yeah. I mean, I will say, and I think folks don't realize, here in Laramie County, especially on the eastern side of our community, farms, ranches just have this amazing amount of agricultural, farm to table related stuff.
Oh, 100%.
And I've never, I don't want to say surprised, but I'm just so shocked at I can't find it anywhere else. It's phenomenal. You go to some of the farmers markets and it's just everything from, cheeses and obviously beef and obviously the farm to flask and vegetables, and it blows my mind.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And honestly, once you start, if you were to start buying half a beef from Harding Ranch every time you bought beef instead of going to the store, To be quite frank, you would never want to buy another steak from a store again, or a package of hamburger, or whatever the case may be. You're not going to want to go back. Once you go from your local rancher, honest to God, people, start doing that.
When I was a little weird because I mean I always thought kind of like that grass fed straight thing would have like a real gamey taste. Not even close.
Nope.
Like I'm talking like this is like high level, like restaurant
it's
level.
extreme quality. Yes.
You think it'd be just insanely expensive, still really like
Mhm.
pretty decently priced.
I got it figured out.
Yeah.
You could call it the Brian Shaw of the meat industry.
Brian Shaw, the meat industry.
Look at that.
I mean, this stuff makes you a genius.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm with it 100%. It makes you really, really think about some things.
Yeah. And nothing against vegetarians. Again,
oh, 100% against vegetarians.
No. See, I don't judge.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
To each their own.
Yes.
But at least, especially in our sports, like the high quality beef, protein, I'll balance out the fact that maybe I won't live 5 years longer.
Maybe.
But I'll definitely be like 25 years stronger.
Yeah, exactly.
And some of the beef here is just phenomenal.
Well, I mean, to bring up the whole vegetarian thing, there was a strong man. I don't remember his name, but he was 100% vegetarian. And him and Robert Oberst had it out after each other.
Okay.
And Oberst flat told him, "You're never going to be nearly as strong as me." He said, and it's all because of the proteins that you intake is all plant-based. All my proteins are animal-based.
Interesting.
And they went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And guess what? The vegan or the vegetarian was not nearly as strong as Oberst.
Which makes sense. Although I will say, like, again, probably being like overall just getting all the different proteins. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad thing. I can't remember the gentleman who he was briefly in the sport. Police officer from the East Coast, 25-inch arms. For the life of me, I can't think of his name, but he used to be the one that would like literally hit, and I would never do this. I don't care how. I mean, I realize protein's expensive, but he would do chicken breast and literally put it in a blender and like drink it. What is that guy's name?
Whew.
That dude was insane.
Chicken breast in a blender?
I wish I could remember his name.
Ouch.
I'm sure someone out there in the world of strength sports will post it in the comments or Google search it for us. But but that dude swore by soy protein.
Really?
Even though he did do, I mean, he still did all the chicken stuff, but he was like a big soy protein guy. Again, I guess at the end of the day,
each his own.
Whatever works for you works.
Yeah, 100%.
I have to admit, as of late, and it could be because I'm getting older. Which reminds me, how old are you?
38.
Okay, that's what I figured. I knew you were younger than me because I'm 47.
I'll actually be 39 next month.
Okay, I mean I'll be 48 in the summer. Yeah. I know I don't look it. Just kidding.
No, you don't. You don't. You look really good for your age.
You're an ass guy. It's suburban talking.
No, it's not.
But anyway, so as I've gotten older, so I still do whey protein. It's just my jam. Do that pretty regularly. But I started doing the collagen stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a nice addition piece for me, especially just kind of like joint wise and stuff.
So are you supplementing creatine as well or no?
Always
creatine.
So the funny part, so people have always asked, never ever in my life. So no supplemental testosterone, no human growth hormone. Well, and again, I'll think about it. I'm still still toying at 50.
Yeah.
So no human growth hormone. So nothing, literally all natural for the most part.
Yeah.
But supplements, multivitamin, a lot of protein, creatine. Like I will say, folks, I mean, the studies don't lie, but creatine has been probably since, I'd say probably in my 30s. I've done pretty decent creatine. And I've never really done the big loading phase, but for sure, just kind of like a constant, almost like a vitamin. It's just like a supplement I take.
I take it every morning with pre-workout.
And heavy duty, I hate water. I know that's crazy.
What?
I know.
Man, I got to tell you, this was my third one of these today, and this is a 64-ounce bottle.
You are a smart man, so I cheat.
Matter of fact, I have to.
It's fine. It's smart for you. So I cheat, and I will do about one of those, but it is half tap, have sparkling flavored.
What?
I have to do it. I have no clue what's wrong with me. Something's wrong. Like my wife teases me, but maybe I'm just like a diva. I don't know, but it has to be sparkling.
Dom the diva.
Dom the diva. Yeah, I need it sparkling. So when I go to the gym, I'll do like a pretty decent sized bottle, half of it sparkling.
I got you. Well,
which I realize all you like performance athletes out there, the carbonated water is not good for you. But again, it works for me. It makes me suck down the freaking water, which again, when you're doing creatine supplementation, you want that extra hydration, and it works for me. But yeah, like creatine's been key for me.
Yeah.
I do it's Orange Triad is my multivitamin. It's the only one that has joint stuff for me.
Okay.
Because now that when I hit 40, like the joint stuff for me has been pretty critical.
Okay,
I had elbow surgery on this arm in 2022. I had bone spurs on this side and on this side. The only way they could get to this one was to drill through my large bone.
Oh, yeah.
So they drilled all the way through. Did some other stuff. So if I don't work on kind of some joint stuff, it doesn't work really well. Highland Games last June. Tried to catch the caber. Not a good idea. Shoulder surgery.
Yeah, I think you yelled at me because you watched me catch it that one time too.
I said just let it drop.
Yeah.
But better to let it fall.
Right.
And then I had knee surgery in '97, so a long time ago, because I was snowboarding and I thought I was cooler than I was.
Oh, well,
obviously, this size and trying to do a jump, not so smart.
No.
So those are the only surgeries I've had. But again, when you're in strength sports, joints are everything. So like I said, that joint stuff has been pretty good. But anything that's like specifically like joint fuel, like I don't know if it's the fish stuff or the MSM or what, upsets my stomach. I don't know about you, but again, you're a young dude. Like
I'm not. I don't feel that young, brother.
I find that. I mean, until you hit 40, you're not old.
Well,
you're fine.
I don't know. Growing up farming, it beats the hell out of you. I can tell you that much.
It's true, but you are a monster.
Well, yeah, that beats the hell out of you too.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, trust me, yeah. I guess guys our size are probably.
Oh yeah.
Everything is a little bit more difficult.
It is. Yep.
And I feel bad for like the Half Thor and Brian Shaws of the world, because every time I'm doing stuff like when I have to travel this next week, I'm always like, this plane is not built for me.
Yeah.
But then I think if I was 6'8", 400 pounds, I'm like, I don't. So
you literally just described me. I'm 6'9", and I weighed myself this morning. I was 381.
Dang.
So
you look svelte for 380.
Oh, hey, thanks.
I was thinking you were like in the 300-pound range.
Oh, get the hell out! No.
So I used to be 6'4". I'm about 6'3 and a half. About 320.
That'll happen.
Gonna suck it in a little bit here on TV. When you edit this, can you like make me like 10 times
I
thinner?
can sure try, but my editing skills are not 100%, as everybody's seen on the first video.
Maybe we could do some filtering. I don't know if that's some Snapchat filter.
Oh.
That's fair. I throw an offer.
Right? I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Make my beard less white.
Ooh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, speaking of beard, do you ever use any kind of an oil or
that is so hilarious?
A balm?
That's hilarious because I was thinking of content for this one. I was thinking we should talk a little bit about, do we do any beard product?
I do.
So I used to use a beard balm probably because I used to have a goatee forever. I mean, basically since like when I was in the police academy years ago. But then I started using beard oil probably 6 years ago.
Okay.
And now I do a little bit of both, but the beard oil seems to work so great. Like it really sounds stupid. Like I didn't realize like the skin under it gets
itches like a mofo.
Yeah, like I just did not.
Yeah.
And now with the beard oil, it's fantastic. Like, and I didn't realize beards get like dandruff either.
Oh,
like, I guess that's ignorance on my part.
Yeah.
But like what's the beard oil?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Once like
no problem.
So I don't like our friend Chad Brown.
Oh,
has a ZZ Top beard. Y'all know who ZZ Top
is. That's an amazing beard. Yeah.
And for some reason, I asked him the other day. Actually, I was like, "Do you ever like whether it's I'll keep it PG, but whether it's beard oil or Like, do you ever lather up with anything, you know? And he was like, no, I don't do nothing to it. And I was like, why?
Really?
Yeah, that's what he told me. And I was like, you got to be kidding me, because like there's several different companies that make a beard wash.
Mm-hmm.
Duke Cannon is one of them that I actually really enjoy as a beard wash, and it leaves your face. It leaves your like when you get out of the shower. You know, it smells like a wet dog usually.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, well, yeah, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but it leaves it feeling silky and not so wet doggish on your face. You know what I mean?
No. Actually, so talking about beard wash, and I hadn't done that until probably like within the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know they.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
I didn't know they existed.
Right.
So I was in some aisle of the grocery store. I'm like, beard wash? What the hell?
Yeah.
So I got it, and they actually have like a. So I did that, and it didn't. It has like moisturizers, almost
Yep.
like a conditioner.
Yeah.
Didn't know. So that and beard oil. So I have to admit, I'm shocked. For as long as Jed's beard is, I'm shocked.
Yeah, me too. I was like, well,
we're gonna have to get him on the show and get the truth.
We are. So I don't know if there's several companies actually when the farmers market comes around
Mhm.
that have homegrown goat's milk beard oils,
Interesting.
and they smell absolutely delightful. Like
Okay.
I have one in right now,
Okay.
and
I'm not gonna-
I tell you to reach over here and smell it.
I mean, I love you, brother, but I'm not going to smell your beard.
But you know,
Maybe next time. We'll ask our wives.
oh, there you go.
We'll get them on the show and just see
Yes,
what they think.
we should do that one of these times. And
As well. Man.
That way they can, tell the world how much of a bunch of
How much bullshit we actually do spew. Exactly. How much we actually do spew.
There's a lot. I got a lot of bullshit.
I mean, it makes the world go round.
It does. It really does. Yeah.
Interesting question.
Yeah.
Talk to your daughter, oldest daughter.
Yep, Mackenzie.
Got a tattoo before you got a tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Same place.
Same place. Yep.
Story
I took
behind
her
that.
down there. It was her birthday. Well, the year prior, I had went and got this one done by that guy on my birthday.
Okay.
So the year prior, I went down to him, and that's actually who did all of Aiden's work.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay.
I sent Aiden down to him before I even went down there to him. My wife was like, yeah, I think I went to high school with this guy. He was really good. And come to find out, she was full of shit.
Oh.
He's from California.
Oh, man.
And my wife's like, yeah, I went to high school. And I was like, really? And then we started talking about it. And I was like, well, he said he didn't go to school in Colorado. And she was like, what's his name again? And I told her, and she goes, yeah, I don't know that guy.
That's pretty funny.
So it was just by happy chance.
Okay.
And John Boy down in Loveland is very, very good. He's done my tattoo. He's done all of Aiden's tattoos. He's done all of Aiden's family's tattoos.
Okay.
But yes, I went down there to him, and that's where she got her compass done. And I shouldn't say it. No, I can't say it yet. So there's another little surprise coming later on next month.
Okay.
So I can't elaborate too much on that.
Okay.
But yeah, I took her down there and watched her go through all the pain. Matter of fact, I have videos on Snapchat still saved of her making these god awful faces that I ain't never seen before.
Oh, man.
Because it hurt so bad, and I was laughing my ass off in the chair watching it.
Which I'm shocked, because again, she seems as tough as you are.
Oh, and that's what's funny, she has multiple world records in grip for not, okay, I don't know how you classify a world record. But I think that if you're like top 10.
Oh, easy.
That's
easy.
Like, come on.
Easy.
I've had people tell me that like my number 2 in the world doesn't count as a world record because it ain't number 1.
Trust me.
And I have like, what am I at now? I have like, I think like 20 top 10s in the world. I don't know why I'm doing this. It just felt right.
I mean, I was looking. It felt good. I was like, yeah.
I don't know what that was, but
I mean, your hand goes straight to just forearm, and there's like so it's fine. You're allowed to do that. You're one of the few that can.
Speaking of hand go straight to forearm, I was doing grip with Mackenzie yesterday in my garage, and I had her go through workout so bad that today she got on that grip grip testing device that I had you do earlier, she only pulled a 40.
Oh, geez.
Her
Which-
forearms are shot.
Which technically means that it worked.
Oh, 100%.
So that's
And
awesome.
because she usually pulls around 100, 110
Dang.
on that little machine.
That's not messing around.
So I worked her forearms hard enough yesterday that, yeah. And I set a new PR yesterday on the hub, the Iron Mine hub. Have you ever seen that?
I have.
I pulled 72 pounds on a brand new hub yesterday.
Whoa.
So I'm hoping that by the competition in 2 weeks, I can pull 80 pounds on a hub
That's
there.
insane.
Right?
That's crazy.
Yeah. And
That's like, you might give Brian Shaw a run for his money.
I don't know if that man's grip is ungodly.
Still.
Like I know that I can kick the shit out of Martins Lisis with that. I can tell you that much.
But still.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he's slacking these days. Nothing against you, Brian. I love you.
Oh boy.
But he's going.
You're gonna start talking shit to Brian.
No, I never would. I love you. We've met. I love you. But you figure he's trying out the arm wrestling these days.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you focus on one thing, other things
it's hard.
fall down.
And you know, honestly, that was a big thing for me when I first started grip. I was like, it's hard to try to worry about body composition because I'm a fat guy, you know, and it's like, okay,
Aren't we all?
So am I worried about strength and losing weight, or am I worried about gaining strength in this particular sport that I'm already good at, or I'll say decent at,
yeah,
and then try to gain more strength in that particular part, or try to combine all of them together?
I get it. I mean, my wife harasses me all the time. She's like, you got to pick something.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I've always been like average at everything. Because right out of the gate, it was strongman, powerlifting, and Highland Games.
Yep.
And if you don't focus on one of them,
you're fucked.
You're only like, because like you said, you have to put everything into one. So you only do decent at all of them. Although again, monsters like Brian Shaw, Eddie Hall, all our other friends in the strength sports stuff, they're kind of naturally good at a whole bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Shaw first to do the Thomas.
Oh yeah.
He does the big giant hexagon
the blobs.
That's insane.
That will be actually this year. If you want another little ring a ding to go down to,
right.
The Shaw Classic. Excuse me. They are having an Arm Lifting USA meet there as well.
Oh dang!
And I'm actually thinking about entering that.
You should.
Just so I can go down there and look at Brian face to eye to eye.
You dang should.
And just to say, hey, what's up?
Oh, wow.
And then completely fail at the blob because I ain't never picked one up. But the grandfather clock, which is, I don't know if you know what that is. The Rogue grandfather clock lift is just it's about this long and it's a sphere about that big around, or cylinder, one might say. And it's a one-handed deadlift, right? So you one-hand deadlift it. And when it first came out, I was number 2 in the world in that.
Dang.
At 262 pounds, 3 pounds, with one arm. So my ultimate goal by the end of this year, or closer to the Shaw Classic, is to be up over 300. So now the guy that now leads that one, I think, is almost 330. But if just a normal, no say anybody, which is who I am, can come up to 300 pounds on that, that's rocking, dude.
Oh, hell yeah. Easy.
I mean, and the all the grip stuff is just so phenomenal. If you've never entered a contest, I highly suggest you do, just to do it, because it's so fun.
I should. I'm just
you get guys like Steve Millard, great guy. That dude talks so much shit to me anymore. He told me the other day that I should charge him rent for how much room he takes space in my head.
I mean,
but he's 60 years old, right?
Yeah.
And he's way stronger at grip than I've ever. Like, I can start coming close to him in some spots, but man is insane. And you wouldn't look at it. Like, when you look at him, you wouldn't see it. It's nuts. And then once he starts warming up, his forearms go from like normal people's to like out to there, and it's like, where did that come from? Yeah. How? I don't understand.
It's kind of what, and I don't know what happened, and we kind of fell off. But Michael Burke Jr., I think he He actually competed in the strongman. He was actually Brian Shaw's partner for a little while. Framer by trade, and he used to be second, like strength sports in the world. Like he did some of the stuff. Who's the guy? Has like a German name or something that does, or maybe it's Sweden. Oh, I can't think of the guy's name.
Ode?
Yep.
You know what my favorite time was? When Ode Haugen is
That's
his name.
That's what I'm thinking of.
When I was in Vegas 2 years ago, he actually fist bumped me because he was impressed.
Oh dang!
And I was like,
oh,
best day ever. I
mean, well, hell yeah,
yeah.
That dude's a monster. But anyway, because he holds strength sports like big ones. So he did something where, and like I said, Michael Burke Jr. was in part of that, and his strength, like grip strength, was insane. But he like fell off the face of the earth. Like he stopped doing strongman.
Haugen?
No,
or Michael Burke.
Michael Burke.
Okay.
Like he was Brian Shaw's friend for a while. They trained, and like literally, he just. And again, I don't know if you're out in the world, what happened? Like he just stopped competing, or he went back to doing whatever.
As a matter of fact, if you are, hit us up. Yeah, we'll interview you.
But I was at might have been Parker Days, and he was actually one of the judges.
Oh.
I kid you not. Like I think he was so like strong. He shook my hand, super nice. He was judging. We were doing, I think it was 300-pound each hand for maybe 340. So 340 each hand for farmer's walk. And that dude shook my hand, and it was like iron grip. But the problem is he didn't let go for like part of me thinks he just like, I think it was just supposed to like normally clasp down. And I'm like, thanks, Michael Burke. I appreciate that. I was just like, and I felt kind of weird. I'm like, this is a long, like, I appreciate it.
It's like one of those hugs that are like a little too long. And you're like, oh,
but again, part of me thinks he was just so strong that he's just literally like, I think it's like must have clamped down, and now you need to like, you need to let go. That dude, awesome. Like, well, I feel bad though because I don't know what happened to him. It'd be one of those things I probably should research. But I mean, he was, rising in the ranks. I mean, he would come in like in the top 5 world's strongest man, and do pretty good at some of the sports. And then literally the grip strength, and it is so insane as far as the grip strength sport has increased, and with some of the implements are just crazy. Can't remember, does grip strength relate something to your heart too? Isn't it like if you have good, strong grip strength, you have like really strong heart too?
I don't know. I've never heard that.
Yeah. Could just be the bourbon topic.
I've never heard that
once. It literally could be that I've had too much bourbon. Buddy, you have a great heart.
Yeah, sweet.
So there you go. I don't know.
That's all good. Yeah, all good. Yeah, grip sport. I just found that it was like it was a really good time to get out where everybody else will cheer you on and talk shit to you at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like strongman, where your competitor's like, "Come on, you got it," but at the same time, they're like, "Eat shit, you ain't got this."
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it kind of motivates you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they were both the nicest and the meanest folks ever, which is always good.
Yes. Yep.
I think it was important.
Oh yeah, yeah. And actually, Travis Bogard, he's over in Salt Lake City today. He competed. He had a competition out there.
That guy's come up so fast, like over the few years that I've known him. It's pretty impressive.
Yes.
Like I said, kind of wished I would have stuck with it, but it just seems like as I've gotten older, injuries.
Oh yeah,
really get you.
Injuries are gonna happen regardless anymore. Like how hard you have to train if you want to try to stay natural in a strongman world. You're gonna hurt yourself because
preach, because that's the problem. I think that's the thing is. I've been natural the entire time, and it is not easy.
I mean, like my little testosterone shot that I take has nothing compared, nothing on what those guys are taking. I can tell you that.
Well, again, some of my friends, and I love them to death, but they try the human growth hormone stuff, and like it's night and day.
And that you know what? That's one thing that I think we should dedicate a whole podcast to is nothing but. I'm not going to say supplements, but I'm going to say steroids. Because at a point, they're no longer supplements.
True. True.
I mean, to a point, like, people are taking them and they're, like, how many people do you know, man, that are deadlifting 1,000 pounds natural? Nobody. Not a bit.
I mean, they may claim it, and I'm sorry to all my friends out in
Oh, yeah.
the interwebs that say they can.
I mean,
That's rough.
we're normal people, right? You and me, we're normal guys. We're strong.
Mhm.
We're. How about this? We could probably even go out there and say that we are in the 90 percentile of strength throughout a normal male.
Yeah.
Normal male.
Especially for not even I guess not even my age. I'll go
Yeah,
normal.
yeah.
For sure.
Because 95% of people in the whole U.S., how many of them are deadlifting over 500 pounds?
It's true. Yeah.
How many of them are honestly bench pressing over 225?
And that shocks me, I will say, because like I feel arrogant when I'm like, yeah, I barely got back to 300 pounds after my shoulder surgery. And they're like, 300 pounds? I can't even think about that.
Yeah.
They're like, I do 135, and you're like, really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Which, so yeah,
Yeah,
you're true. Honest.
Honest to God.
You're preaching to the choir. I hope I never feel that arrogant because I'm honest. Being like you are being honest. It's one of those that I guess you are like probably are in the higher percentile of natural athletes.
I mean, am I 100% in shape? Do I look like it?
I mean,
no.
You kind of do.
No, I don't look like it.
Genetics help a little bit.
But at the same time, I can still go run a mile if I really want to.
Yeah.
Like I've done it.
I've done it. Me too.
I mean, is it fun?
No.
No. Running is not for me. I ain't no Cameron Haynes. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, endurance is not my strong suit. But again, if I need to do it,
correct.
I will do it.
Yeah. I mean, there's certain things that you got to look at. Like, can you carry your wife out of a burning house right now?
Easily.
There
no
you go.
problem.
That's all that we need to do.
Exactly.
As long as we can take care of our family, and if you're a man, and you can literally you can look at your wife and say, I don't know if I can carry your ass out of this burning house. Your ass better get to the gym, son.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair.
Like whether you can't drag her, you can't carry her, it's your job to get her ass out the house. And if you can't do that, you better make it happen.
Joking aside, I will say like dead weight. So back when I used to do law enforcement training, we had like dead weight dummies.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, that is not easy. So like I have actually like messed around and picked up my wife, but she at least like jumps in.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you ever tried to like pick up a like dummy.
Oh yeah.
Shit, those things are hard to get them.
Or sandbags. Oh, that is what goes great to that. It's a strongman sandbag.
It is crazy the difference between a sandbag and an Atlas stone.
Oh yeah.
Like and given, you got the stickum and all that stuff for Atlas stone. But Atlas stone goes way up a shit ton faster.
Yes, it does.
A sandbag, because like I'll grab it, same exact weight, and I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this thing? And finally, I got it.
Yep.
We did those for the first time in it was Pinedale for one of the Wyoming strongman. Mm-hmm. Again, I think sometimes it's the arrogance. I mean, you think you're tougher than you are, and you've done it before. I'm like, psh, it was like 225.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got that.
Yeah, that's what you thought.
I'm like, what the hell? I finally got that thing. I think I was carrying it. Like, there's a picture of me, and it looks like I'm like ripping it weird. And I'm like walking. Oh. I didn't care. It was almost like a Hufflepuff stone or whatever. I'm like, I got this.
Oh yeah, Husafel. There you go. That would be fun to do.
I like literally got it, like walking, and I'm like, I made the distance, made the time. But it did not look pretty in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, that sandbags will humble you really quickly.
Oh yeah, anything honestly, like the Atlas stone, like you were just saying, that will humble you bad. Like I mean, I was picking up a 250 pounder in a platelet. There, in case a lot of people don't know, there's 8 different plates, like little itty bitty platelets inside your wrist.
I didn't know that.
And one of mine dropped down from the top into the joint from picking up Atlas stones because I was trying to just pick it up with my fingers.
Oh, I don't do that.
And I popped my wrist platelet, and I literally had to go in because I couldn't bend it either way no more. And they had to massage it all the way around my wrist and then like use like this little tool. You see there's no scar here. And dig into the skin and try to wedge it back up. And then sit there and work and scrape my forearm and my inner and my outer forearm to make it stay there.
Insane.
And that was like a 3-week process just to get it to where I could move it again. So my grip is less on this hand anymore.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
But yeah, there's 8 little platelets inside there.
Okay.
And you fuck up, they fall down through there.
I mean, I would say I like Atlas stones. once you get like above 350,
Mm-hmm.
rough.
Oh yeah, 100% rough.
Like I think Brian Shaw holds the record for largest, right?
I don't know. I think Tom Stoltman kicked his ass.
Really? I thought it was. Didn't he have 5?
Tom Stoltman?
No, I thought.
Oh,
I'll have to look.
look it up. Tom Stoltman, I do believe,
Took the
went over
world record?
600.
Okay.
I think it was like 660, as a matter of fact.
Are you kidding me?
No.
And I am way out of the loop here.
And Tom Stoltman, what I really like about Tom Stoltman, and he is autistic
Interesting.
and a very, very strong young man.
Oh,
he's
I'm
like,
not
I think
denying
he's
that.
23, 24, maybe 25 now. But he's autistic, and he says that he thinks that that's what helps him, because he can like super focus on one thing and just go from there.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I will have to say, I wonder if there's steroids in strongman. They don't.
Stop.
Sorry.
Stop.
They
My
don't,
goodness.
I don't. I've never seen them test for it.
They never will.
And some of these dudes are gigantic. So I mean, I will say maybe they're just naturally strong, but I have to wonder. I'm just saying,
Sir.
I don't want to question.
Sir, they don't even test in grip sport.
Really?
No. I could be taking any peptides I really wanted to.
What the hell am I doing?
Right?
One of these days, maybe. I'm not going to say never.
But, right. Yeah, that's
Mary, you're not listening to this.
yeah, that's to say that, like, I've known several women that I've actually helped coach a little bit as far as grip stuff for like Denny holds and stuff like that for strongman.
Interesting.
And they've gotten to where they're like number one in the area around here.
Okay.
Or they're top-ish. And then they figure out that they can't go any higher unless they start juicing. And they're like, I don't want to do that. That's not where I'm at.
I'll have to think about it. Like I said, testosterone's been on my list because someone asked me, and like we talked last episode, I mean, it's once you're on it, I mean, you can come off, but your body kind of like
it drops. It takes
drops
a while, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm thinking 50. Because I can still
can I ask you, why wouldn't you want to try sooner?
I have no idea.
Like, do you have a good reason to not?
No idea. No.
Well, then don't wait till you're 50.
I mean, a little bit of his ego.
Bro, put the ego aside.
I know, but like you were saying, all natural, just plain supplements.
Yeah.
I can still toast a lot of people.
Oh, 100%.
And I haven't really even trained as hard as I used to.
Yeah.
So a little bit of ego in there, and I figure once I hit like,
but just
because there's some local people like, and you know, they're,
we don't want to call them out, though.
I won't call them out, but there's some folks locally that have been doing for a little while, and then they're honest with me. They're like, hey, once you're on, you're gonna have to do it for a while. Mm-hmm. And I also, but they also say, I mean, they're monsters. I mean, so before my surgery, I was probably in the like 500 or more in the bench press.
Yeah, that's what you were saying last episode.
And these guys they're doing reps with like 500.
Yeah.
And it's just all their, and I guess I haven't asked them if they're doing anything else, but all it is you know, testosterone. And they're in their 55, so I mean, they're up there, but they're kicking butt at that piece. So I'll have to look at it. Yeah. So literally ego.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't.
Which sometimes we need to put aside.
Yeah, when you get to a certain point in life, like ego.
Yeah.
Because I've always been the type where ego used to kick my ass. And finally I got old enough and I was like, I don't really know shit. Why would I let something like, I know this, you know, the whole ego thing like we're talking about get in my way? Because if I can't learn from somebody and or something that's been around for a long ass time, what am I doing?
Yeah, I mean, you're preaching the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I stand my way till I'm 50.
That's all right. Yeah. I agree with you.
I won't say I won't.
Well, speaking of that, have you changed deodorants yet, like we talked about? No.
I'm slacking.
Have you changed body wash? No.
So technically my body wash is one of the ones you listed. So
Oh,
I
was
think
it?
I think it's
Good.
pretty natural anyway. So
Good.
yeah. So that one's pretty. That one was already.
But
a done deal.
deodorant is still a negative.
So the weird part is deodorant was what you said originally, but I think I went for cheapest recently, so it might have been inflation got the best of me. So I think I've been using like Dove something
that
or another.
inflation could sure go right to hell, couldn't it?
Yeah. So I may have gone for the Dove that was like $2 cheaper.
As long as it works, man.
I mean, it seems like it's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm down with that.
And like I said, I mean, the toothpaste has been changed since I was younger. So
yeah. Well, what did we cover on this episode that you thought that we, or what didn't we cover that you thought we should?
I think we covered everything. I mean, again, I know some folks have made some comments that they hope for longer. I think my great tech friend here, as he works through this process, which is new to both of us.
Yes.
I think he may
very much a challenge
for all of us. I mean, he may, snip these together between some other content that we get together to make some longer episodes. But I think we captured a pretty good amount.
This one, I think we're almost right at an hour.
Oh, dang. Hopefully my wife isn't mad at me. If you are, I love you, Mary. Thank you, Pine Bluffs Distilling.
Yes, thank you very much to Pine Bluffs Distilling for letting us come in here again and
sure,
letting us crack open a bottle and tell you guys about the bottle and start off kind of heavy. Started off a little heavy.
We did, but I mean, important subjects to talk about.
Very much so. Yes, yes, people need to be brought to light more than what we usually do.
But thank you all for listening, and folks have a great day.
Yes,
you, sir.
To you.